Good Tuesday evening. Welcome to BCP Live. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams. I am glad, as always, to get to be with you tonight or today, whenever you happen to be watching this, as we are here on BCP Live. It is a middle of the month of May Tuesday night. We weren't here last week. I had an opportunity to go down, take my family. We went to Florida. We got to go to Tampa. We got to see Jenna Page, my number 2 daughter, and I am really glad about that. So I can talk a little bit more about that later on. That's fine. But that's where we were last week. I think we were actually in St. Augustine on Tuesday night. So it's here or there, but we're back now. And listen, we have a lot to talk about tonight and a lot of great guests, including the one who is beside me right now in the monitor, and that is Lesa Curry. Lesa, you've been on the broadcast before. I know that we've had an opportunity to get to visit so many times recently, whether it be Chamber Coffee Network or just whatever the case may be. It's a privilege that you came back on tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I have you specifically tonight to talk about Magnolia Festival. And by the way, folks, that's something that we are going to be talking about a lot from this point through the remainder of May into June. We are just promoting. We want to talk about Magnolia Festival because we didn't have one last year, and we definitely need to go back and be a part of that this year. And I think it's going to be really big. Lesa, you specifically have you get to oversee a couple of things, don't you? One of them being the 5K. You have a lot to do with the 5K and the fun run. That's on Saturday, right?
Yes, it's Saturday morning. The 5K is at 8:15 that morning, followed by the fun run. We're inviting everyone to come out, get some fresh open air. I believe it's the first 5K again in our area here in Bryan County. And so we're just inviting everyone out. We have a few businesses that have talked about coming out and dressing up. So we challenge those businesses to come out and get a group together and put on your most creative outfit. I think I heard somebody talking about tutus. So,
well, I can tell you right now that one's probably not going to be me. I don't think I would be rocking the tutu that well, but that actually is pretty cool. Now that is Saturday. That would be June 5th. Saturday, June 5th. Is there any kind of expense?
There is a fee for the 5K, and then the fun run has a fee as well. And the fun pretty much pays for your T-shirt. We have newly designed T-shirts this year, with the Magnolia Run, famous magnolia flower on the shirts. They're really pretty. You don't want to miss out this year. I've heard a few comments that it's probably our prettiest shirt. I think it's really bright and sunny, and hopefully it's a beautiful day that morning. And it takes off right there at the corner of 2nd and Evergreen in the Texoma First National Bank parking lot, just across from Opera House Coffee.
That is really cool. And, I do hope the same thing. I hope that it is a nice day. We got such great weather of late, and now it's not letting me mow the lawn. So anyone who drives by my house, if you're looking at the lawn, I'm sorry. We were on vacation and we've come back to rain, so I haven't had a chance to fix that yet. The flip side of that is, man, it's nice. I mean, the weather is really nice here in mid-May in southeastern Oklahoma, and I hope that is the case then. Do you know, if it's sunny, rainy, contingencies or anything like that, or just going to get out and run in as long as it's not lightning?
I hope so. I hope rain or shine, we're out there. Maybe a little warm that morning, so maybe the rain will be a relief. It usually starts early enough before it gets too hot, and it's early enough that you can still come out with your family and still take your kids out to the Magnolia Festival and enjoy both.
That's a really big part of it. And one of the things, Lesa, and by the way, we're visiting with Lesa Curry. If you're just tuning in, hi, Rhonda. Thank you for commenting tonight. Thank you for watching too. I appreciate seeing your name come up there. As with Magnolia Festival, it's 3 days. Sometimes people will go for one day, but you're not limited really to one day. I mean, you can go every day, see the booths. It seems like there's something different going on all the time.
We have everything this year, from turtle races to food. They always have the best food out there.
Oh, yeah.
May not be the healthiest, but they have healthy options too. I love the dried okra. I hope that's going to be there this year. I missed it last year. But we have everything from turtle races to COVID vaccine to tractor parades. So something for everyone.
Let's pause right there, because I want to go back to what you said there. That's something that we've never had at Magnolia Festival before, and that is COVID vaccines. People are going to have the opportunity to get vaccinated at the Magnolia Fest.
That is correct. The health department will be out there with our new mobile health unit. Even if you're not wanting a vaccine, you can come out and see our new mobile health unit that we will be rolling out and deploying across the district, which is everything in these 9 counties in the southeast corner of Oklahoma. We will be rolling that across the district to provide everything from adolescent health to maternity to childhood immunizations to back to school physicals. We're partnering with providers and organizations across the district to provide those services in areas that may not have access to health. So we're really excited about it. And so we'll be there that day. You can get your COVID vaccine while you're there. But if you've already had yours or you're not just sure, you can still come out and see our mobile health unit. It's really exciting for us to have this opportunity to bring this unit to our district.
That is really neat to be able to think about all that. And of course, now you talked about us eating food that's not healthy, but now you're taking care of our health too. Are there mixed messages here, Lesa?
No.
Okay.
I'm human, Joey.
Okay, there we go. That is all right. You can be human. That is totally fine. And you're a wonderful human. I really appreciate you stopping by today. Now, let me ask you really quickly, and again, thank you for your time on a Tuesday night. I'm really glad that you have joined us. Are you going to be running, or you just have to oversee the thing?
Well, I did run it one year, but and I haven't ran one in probably a year and a half. I haven't had as much exercise as I should have, but I'm looking forward to that. But this year I will be working registration and preparing things for the runners. So I won't get to run it this year, but let's set goals for next year.
Okay. I have not ever run a 5K, and okay, there I am owning up to it. So there you go. But I would like to. So let me
sign up.
Whoa. Let's not go too far here, right? We're not going to commit to anything on the air tonight. But I would say, how much preparation do you need to do for a 5K? I mean, we're looking at, it's what, 3 miles ish?
Yes, just over 3 miles. But we also have the fun run. So if you wanted to come out with your kids and do the 1 mile fun run, it's a little bit shorter distance. And the best thing is, when I did my first one, I did 8 of them 2 years ago. And I didn't run my first one. I walked it, jogged a little because I felt motivated. You see the other people and they just kind of get you moving. And it's just an exhilarating feeling to know that you accomplished that and you crossed that finish line. We have everything from the avid runner to the parents just pushing the kids in the stroller, even seen people on skates in them. I'm not sure I'd chance that because you do have to go through the neighborhoods there, and you walk up. It's beautiful scenery. You get to see the community as well as walk through Southeastern's campus, walk by the businesses when you come back downtown. There's a finish line. We have medals, finishing medals. So it's just an exciting time, and you get a t-shirt. Either way, you get the bragging rights of the t-shirt.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I like getting the fun t-shirts. I like earning t-shirts too. So I would feel like I earned something with that. That would be all right. Okay. Well, I do want to say thank you, Lesa, again, for taking time with us on a Tuesday night. And I know you're going to be there, so folks will get a chance to see you. If they will see you at registration on Saturday, any other time, where might they find you on a Thursday or a Friday? Just out and about?
Well, if you will actually, as far as registration, you can register that morning. But to guarantee that t-shirt, we're asking everyone to register hopefully by this Friday and guaranteeing a t-shirt with your registration. We have a registration link on the Magnolia Festival. I think it's magfest.com, where you can click and register on there, as well as the Bryan County Health Department has shared the link. Maybe Joey could share a link for us.
I think that we could do that. Yeah.
Okay, and so you can register that way, or come that morning and register that morning. We'll give you a bag. Not only do you get a t-shirt, there might be some discount cards for local businesses in there as well. We have water, bananas, and granola there. We have some local businesses that come and support you. So come on out and join us. And we look forward to seeing you. And I'll be at Magnolia Festival that weekend as well. You'll see me.
All right. I look forward to that. I know I'm going to see you a time or two in the meantime, but I am looking forward to that. And we will definitely have that link right here on the Bryan County Patriot. So Lesa Curry, thank you so much for taking time with us tonight here on BCP Live.
Thank you for having me.
and I will let her go on a Tuesday night. Really glad that she stopped by. I mean, that's really, really awesome. I appreciate that. Lisa's a great person, and she's worked with the health department. I've had a chance. She's worked with the TSET program here in town for a while too, and just and she does great things for our town and our county. So I appreciate her a lot. First one of our guests tonight. We're having another couple of guests on here in a moment. In the meantime, hi Dottie, how are you doing? Thank you very much for stopping by tonight. Did get some good vacation time. Now, it was a business trip. Just saying, it was a business trip. We stopped at a lot of colleges along the way. We got some video, and we got to see some of these schools that I get to cover that I haven't been out to their colleges in a while. But also, we got to see Jenna Page perform, and that to me was worth the whole trip. And it was nice for the what I still call the three little ones. I think my son is growing actually while we're having this conversation. I can still look down, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last. But it's nice to have, all five of us that are still in the house getting to spend some time together and getting to go on a vacation together. So that was really pretty cool. I want to say thanks really quickly to a few of our sponsors here for BCP Live, for the Bryan County Patriot, Abundant Life Texoma. I want to say thanks to them. Blake Utter Ford, had a chance to visit with him today. Blake Utter, great guy. Choctaw Nation, thank you very much. Durant Station, Greg Phillips Insurance, Indian Nation Wholesale, Jalapenos, Mickle Law Firm, People First Industries. I even saw Kendra today. Kendra, if you're watching, it's always a pleasure to get to see you. And Texoma Financial Services, as well as Texoma Utility Equipment. Well, I'll tell you what, there are a lot of things out there at Texoma Utility Equipment when the rain ever stops for you to get things taken care of, not on your lawn, but your farms and things like that too. So you definitely want to go out and visit with them. Katrina Morris Farr. I still say Katrina Morris every now and again. Sorry, Kevin, I just do. Anyway, Katrina Farr, stay tuned. You know why? We have somebody special coming up right now. So I will just bring him up on into the video tonight, and we get a chance now to visit with one Will Farr. Will, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I am doing all right. It's been a while since I've had a chance to see you. Now, for the full disclosure tonight, I had an opportunity to get to teach Will 3 years ago. Had him in class, in a journalism class, and we had some fun in there. I think Will learned a thing or two, maybe.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe.
A little bit. Well, we're not here to talk about the journalism class right now. We're here to talk about baseball because, man, you are a state champion. You and the Silo Rebels, state champions, 38-2 on the season. You finished the year with a 28-game winning streak. Talk about that and what that means.
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, Coach Bowen, Coach Hastings, Coach Cordell, they mean so much to me. And us three seniors, we put in so much time. We had to work so much harder than every other silo group because we're so much younger than every other team that we've ever had. We just had to work so much harder than them. And whenever the games got hard, they were just so easy because we just had to work so much harder.
You put the work in, and we see it paying off in the state tournament, defeating Cashion in the opening round, state quarterfinals, and then you beat Okla and ultimately Christian Heritage, a 5-3 victory over Christian Heritage. And one of the things about that is that, you came in, you're the closer at this point in time, and came in, got the save, and pulled it off. Talk about that. I mean, you got to get the strikeout for the final pitch, not only the state championship, but of your high school career.
I was not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous. I mean, I don't throw very hard, but I was just leaving everything up or whatever, not throwing as hard. Not throwing as hard as I could. That's still not very hard anyway. Then everything was up, and I walked the first dude, and got the next dude out. Then I think the next dude might have got a hit, and they scored a run. And I don't know. I don't remember how we got the second out. Then there's runners on first and second, and then that last dude, or there was a runner on first, and the 4-hole came up. He already hit a bomb at the beginning of the game. And then he had a shot to the wall that was about 5 feet from the wall going out again. So then Coach Bowen came out there. He's like, "You want to face him?" I was like, being the competitor that I am, I wanted to face him, but the smart decision was to intentionally walk him right there in that spot. And it was a good call. He's putting the tying run on base, and And we intentionally walked him. Then I faced the 5-hole, and it was a 1-2 or 2-1 count or 1-2 count. And then I just threw a fastball in the outside corner, and umpire hadn't really called it all day, the outside corner. So then I was sitting there for a second, then he finally called, and I just threw my glove up in there. It's crazy.
That delayed reaction on that final strike, make a little drama.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, hey, listen, you talk about that. There's no, I don't think there's any shame. If you want to face the guy, that's fine. But if he's already been rocking things, an intentional walk is not a bad thing. I think discretion is the better part of valor, and there's some wisdom sometime in saying, "Oh, that's all right. We're not going to take the chance of him just being that tying run automatically and cranking one. Let's go ahead and put him on, make the other guy work." And obviously it worked out great for you. Tegan Connery, 6 innings, got the win, and you get the save in this one inning. You gave up 1 run, 1 hit. You talk about the walks, though. Just 6 walks all season. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, since I don't throw very hard, I just try to command the zone as much as I can. Just hit my spots, just throw inside, outside, up, down the middle sometimes if I need to. I mean, they're not expecting to come down the middle. I'm just going to throw it down the middle. I'm just going to throw it where they're not expecting it.
Well, hey, listen, if you're able to get that done, go for it. I know that you had a 10-0 record this season, 5-0 against teams that you were competing against in state tournament, and actually got a win early on in the season. I guess there's a Florida theme to this show tonight too. I've already been talking about going to Florida. You guys went to Florida and faced some tough competition there, including getting a win over the 5A state champion in Carl Albert. And I think you had a pretty good outing there as well.
Yeah, Kyler, our guy, he's our number one. He's our dude. He went in there. He threw 5 innings. He threw really good. And I came in there in the 6th and threw in the 7th and got him out. I mean, they're a good team. They got a bunch of really good players. And, I mean, they just – because Kyler, he throws hard, and I came in there just throwing a bunch of off-speed stuff, and they just couldn't get the timing down.
It's one of those things too, and I know that you know this, and of course your dad, Kevin Farr, just in case everyone didn't make that connection there. Kevin's known a lot about sports, not only in this area but throughout the state for many, many years, and had an opportunity to cover so many sports. Carl Albert's just a good all-around program. I mean, it doesn't matter what sport it is, football, basketball, baseball, you name it, they're going to be good. You guys come up there and get a win, or actually go out to back east, wherever, and get a win against Carl Albert. That's going to be a big deal anyway around.
Oh yeah, I mean, some of them dudes, they're pretty cool dudes, but some of them, they were talking trash. Not gonna lie, just saying we're a small school, we didn't stand a chance, and we beat them. I think it was 9-3 that we beat them. It was pretty cool.
Well, I heard, as we're speaking now with Will Farr here on BCP Live, if you're just tuning in tonight or during the day, if you're watching the replay of this, Will's a state champion with Silo. Of course, Silo, the Rebels have had many, many state championships over the year, and once again here in the spring of 2021. I had heard that one of your favorite memories was the fact that you got to dump the water bucket on Coach Billy Jack Bowen when he became the all-time leader in wins nationally. So I have to ask you then, is that still your favorite memory, or since you've won the state championship now and thrown that final pitch, which one might take the cake?
Definitely throwing that last pitch is crazy. It was awesome.
But it was, talk about being a part of a team then that you get to play with a coach who is, all-time leader. I mean, there's just one all-time leader, and this is that guy, and he's from right here in Bryan County, which, by the way, in case you didn't know that, Coach Billy Jack Bowen, high school coach, Silo, coached at Rock Creek for a number of years as well. Just a Bryan County legend, realistically. I don't think that's overstating it at all. And the all-time leader in high school wins. What's it like to get to play for someone like that?
Oh, it's awesome. Him, Coach Hastings, Coach Cordell, they just put everything into it. He said all this year that one of his favorite groups to coach. He coached his sons for however many years, and he said we're one of his favorites, and that means so much to us because he's had dudes that are played professional ball, D1 colleges, JUCOs, D2. He's even got a celebrity that's on it that he played on his team, Mason Dye. It's just awesome. He's such a great guy. I love him so much.
Well, you guys have been successful together again. 38-2 this season. Close out the season with 28 consecutive wins. A pretty impressive way to go out. And by the way, again, congratulations for doing that in your senior year. It's not over for you because you're going to keep on playing baseball. You have some summer league games coming up very, very quickly. But also you're going to get to play in the Southeastern Oklahoma All-Star game in McAllister. That's scheduled for tomorrow. And from Silo, we talked about Tegan, also Chase Corbin. You're going to be playing on that All-Star game as well. That's a nice honor.
Yeah, I mean, me, Tegan, and Chase were like best friends. We put in so much time, especially during COVID time, because, I mean, we had keys to the indoor. We could just go up there, and whenever we wanted, Coach Bowen, he always said he'd like for us to go up there, so we did it. And we just put in the time and put in the effort. I mean, all three of us were going to go on to play college baseball. It's just awesome.
Speaking of college baseball, that's how I did want to wrap up our time tonight, because you're going to be playing right here in Bryan County, signed with the Southeastern Savage Storm. You're going to be playing with Coach Zach Crabtree. And do you think you're going to, may get an opportunity to close again? Where do you see yourself playing on the collegiate level?
I don't know yet, because, I mean, I'm just going to be a freshman on campus, bunch of 21, 22-year-old dudes. I mean, and their field's pretty small, and I mean, I'm going to lie, and I don't throw very hard, and dudes, them big dudes, they can hit it pretty good swinging metal bats, and it's going to be pretty scary at first, but I think I might be able to get the hang of it.
I think you will too. There are some impressive ball players in the Great American Conference and throughout Southeastern, but historically is a good program, a solid program, and I congratulate you then on getting to sign with a program like that historically has been good, and I look forward to getting to follow you and see how you do with the program. Will, thank you very much for taking time with us tonight here on BCP Live.
Thank you. I appreciate it so much.
And again, congratulations not only to Will, but also to all of the folks at Silo. And a shout out really quickly then to Kevin and Katrina. Thank you very much for letting him come on and visit with me tonight. Fantastic job by the Silo Rebels. Once again, state champions in baseball. Not only am I saying that once again to wrap up the segment, they're literally once again the state champions in baseball. I mean, it's just a great program. Hey, I want to give a shout out to a few more of our sponsors here for the Bryan County Patriot. I want to say thanks to All Seasons Travel, as well as Bryan Agri Products, Choctaw Nation Foster Care, Firehouse Subs, Hausner's, Justice Insurance, Prices Printing, Taco Casa, Van Meter Realty, Pro Image, Castile's Tire, DW's and Calera, Friends of the Library, Holmes Coffee Murray Funeral Home, KTC, Kaimichi Technology Center, as well as Modern Abstract, Shelburne Heating and Air, Texoma Engraving, and Woodman Life. Great businesses in Bryan County and beyond, and I really do appreciate each one of them for being sponsors of the Bryan County Patriot, an online news service here for Bryan County. We do our best to try to talk about the positive things that are happening in the county and promoting the good, and we want to keep right on doing that. So we're going to continue here on BCP Live tonight, and I had something. Let me see if this will come up here. Yeah, we had Magnolia Festival coming up. If you haven't seen this is the Magnolia Festival Facebook page, and it may be the best site to get the information for the MagFest for 2021. It's going to be really cool. You can see the event calendar there, and that's the big deal. So we pull it up and take a look at that really quickly. All this that's going on. We do have the countdown. We are around, let me see where we are right now. I can bring up the countdown in a moment, but we're less than 16 days out. 16 days out, realistically, 15 days and 18 hours. Whatever. Who's counting? Well, obviously we are. But vendor booths open on Thursday, June 3rd for Magnolia Festival for 2021. And then the carnival, I think, it will open up on the Wednesday before. But the vendor booths there at 4 o'clock on Thursday, and then all kinds of other things that are happening. Carnival on that Thursday gets underway again on 6 o'clock. And as we were talking with Lesa Curry a little bit earlier, the Magnolia Run, the 5K, and the 1K Fun Run, well, that's starting at 8:15 on Saturday morning. It's Saturday, June 5th. So anyway, wanted to make you aware of all those things that are going on. We are going to also be, and this is a big deal. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have fun doing this. Hi, Brent. Thanks for saying hi. Howdy. We're going to have fun doing this, and we are going to be broadcasting all week long, starting on Memorial Day. We are going to be broadcasting. It's the BCP Summer Kickoff, and we will be live streaming not only from here in Studio B at the Emerald Quest World Headquarters, but we're also going to be live streaming from different places, Magnolia Fest. We're going to be at the rodeo, PRCA rodeo. We're going to be talking to someone here in just a moment about that. We are going to be broadcasting live. We're going to be at Pro Image one of those days. That's going to be a lot of fun. Shout out to Daryl Holiday. And we will be just different places around the county as a whole. So it's going to be just stay on Facebook. Know that we're going to be there. We'll also, most of these live streams, not all of them, but most of the live streams will be Facebook Live, and we'll put them on the YouTube channel a little bit later on. In the meantime, just be sure to watch out for us on Facebook. And I do appreciate that. Now, obviously, you don't have to subscribe to Facebook, but we encourage you, if you'd like to, hey, please do subscribe to the Bryan County Patriot YouTube channel. No cost. You just have to push subscribe. That's really cool. And I'm wearing let's see, tonight I am promoting Midwest Sportsnet. You may not be able to read that. It may be too small. Doesn't matter. Midwest Sportsnet. Please subscribe to that channel. West Huggins, we were just talking about rodeos.
All right.
Specifically that there's going to be one in Bryan County, a PRCA rodeo, no less, in June. You know anything about that?
I actually know a lot about it, to be honest. I hope I'm coming through clear and everything. I as the announcer, I want to bring a cool mic like I did last time.
Yes, you do. Well, before you talk too much, let me introduce you properly. This is West Huggins, and we have had him on BCP Live before. And, sir, it's a privilege to have you back. I'm very, very grateful. Not only do you look good, you sound good with your professional mic. And you're making the whole broadcast better. So I appreciate that. Wes is going to be announcing at the rodeo, the PRCA rodeo that is at the Durant Riding Club Arena here in Bryan County. So tell us a little bit about what's going to happen.
Well, this is kind of an inaugural year. I mean, it's history in the making. This is something that the rodeo has been working towards for many years. And when we were finished with the historic rodeo we had last year, we all sat around and the committee said, what can we do that's even better? And Danny Reagan and I, we just sat there and we visited with them, and they said, well, let's be PRCA. And I said, it's time. And the town is time. It's time in the whole part of the country. Durant is rodeo friendly. There's a lot of professional rodeo cowboys and cowgirls in and around the area. But not only that, it's time to put Durant on a national stage. And that's exactly what we're doing now. And I'm tickled pink. I cannot wait to see what the world thinks of Durant, Oklahoma. So
now tell us then, what is the difference? What does it mean because we're taking a step up.
Yes.
Really. So what does it mean to take that step up and be a PRCA rodeo?
Well, for many years, Durant was part of a amateur rodeo association, and they had grown leaps and bounds and became one of the top amateur rodeos in the nation. Now what this means is we're bringing even better entertainment, better stock, better cowboys, and we are bringing the top names that you see on TV every single day when you're watching the Cowboy Channel, when you're watching, when you watch RFD's TV and you get a chance to watch those big names. This is what you're going to see now coming through Durant. And before, it was more of the contestants were more locally based, but now we're going to have contestants coming from all over the United States. And now your rodeo is part of the road to Las Vegas to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, which is pretty neat. That the PRCA has been opening up their arms. One of our friends up in Hugo, Oklahoma, who's had a great traditional PRCA rodeo, has now joined forces with the Durant PRCA rodeo, and now they've got a series going on through with their contestants and called the Highway 70 to Vegas. And that's just amazing that, there's all these pro rodeos that are like, welcome to PRCA, Durant. We've been waiting. So
that is
here it
so
is.
cool. That
It
really
is.
is cool. And what a big thing for Bryan County as a whole. I mean, it
Yes.
really is a good deal because it not only has put the town on the map, it puts the county on the map. When you get something like that happening, by the way, if you're just tuning in, we're speaking with Wes Huggins, who is PRCA announcer. Does a fantastic job, and he'll be announcing at the rodeo that's coming to town June 4th and 5th. Also running alongside of Magnolia Fest. There's gonna be so much happening that weekend here, West. It's gonna be so busy. No excuses to be sitting at home. No excuses whatsoever to be sitting at home. When a rodeo like that comes to town, what does that mean then for the rest of the town? I mean, it seems like it really is one of those things where a rising tide causes all ships to rise.
It really does. To me, and this is just from my perspective in rodeo industry, a community that has a professional rodeo, like we just said, first off, you get to join a national stage that only the elite towns get to join. But now you're getting visitors into your community that are literally having to stop and eat, having to stop and get fuel, having to stop and shop because they're living out of their trailer, they're living out of their trucks, and this is their chance to actually stop. And in the years past, with the rodeo, you had a lot of guys that got to come through and they would come and compete, and then they'd go home that night. Well, now we're pulling from a group of contestants that do this for a living. This is not your weekend guys. This is your guys that start off in March and they don't go home till probably September. And what that means to me also for a town too is and again, this is my own personality here, but it also helps that whole community come together because you're all striving together to show the world what we have in rodeo.
Right.
And like we've said before, you guys have always been welcoming to rodeo fans and contestants, but now you get a chance to show the PRCA. I mean, who knows that you don't get voted as one of the, rodeos of the year in professional rodeo. The Durant PRCA committee now, which is the Durant Riding Club, now has an opportunity to take their rodeo on the national stage to Las Vegas. And, maybe they're one of the top fives. They're one of the top fives in my heart for sure. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. We've been talking about how these contestants have really enjoyed the rodeo, and as their entries are coming in, I talked to Eric earlier, and we actually get to talk about it a little bit. But right now, the entries have not even closed, and are well over 560 contestants, and we hadn't even closed the books yet.
Wow!
And so I'm thinking
that is so cool.
It's amazing. 560 contestants for a rodeo that's a brand new PRCA rodeo. That says that your history of rodeo town is preceded to you. So I'm excited about that. Very excited.
Want to give a shout out really quickly. Penny, thank you for watching tonight. And everyone else who is watching us tonight or watching on the replay, thank you very much for stopping by. Say thanks to all of our sponsors. By the way, some of the sponsors include Alliance Health Durant and Remax Land Division here, new in town. Hi, Rob. Corner Drug, The Country Framer, Gordon Funeral Home, and Brent's been watching tonight, so shout out to you as well. Speaking with Wes Huggins, and Wes, you talk about the town, and I don't know if you knew this or not. Of course, Southeastern has a very good rodeo team and have 8 competitors that are going to the NRA
college finals.
in NCF.
Oh,
I know this. Okay, Coach Christy Broderick, if you're watching this, I do know this. They're going to Wyoming. How's that sound?
Yeah, the Sitch College National Finals Rodeo.
Yeah,
is that the one?
Yes,
CNFR.
CNFR. There we go.
Thank you. There you go. Well,
I'm gonna drop the mic and walk off after this. I don't know. what's happening at this point. The wheels have come off right here with me, Wes. Sorry about that.
Hey, it's just like rodeo, man. Expect the unexpected.
I just have to get back up, dust off,
It's okay.
dust
It's
it
all
all
right.
off. All right, let me start that again. We have eight student athletes that are going to CNFR. That is so cool.
It is. It is. Y'all are nationally known as one of the top rodeo schools, and I say y'all as everyone in Durant. So, even way over here in West Texas, there's a handful of rodeos that you want your kids to go to college rodeo, and y'all are one of them, and that's great.
I think that they do the rodeo team. Coach Christy Broderick, as I mentioned her, they represent so well, and by the way, these are a number of these are actually county kids as well. I mean, we have a good number coming from Caddo and Silo schools that have come, and maybe they competed in other areas. Some of them competed in basketball and baseball, and that made a name for themselves in the county. They just have, but they were rodeo folks anyway, and have just found a way to get on the rodeo team in Southeastern and starting to make their way as well. So shout out to our Southeastern rodeo team too. I know that you'll be really busy on Friday and Saturday. You have a lot going on. When do you get here then to be a part of what's happening for the rodeo?
Well, what y'all's rodeo is pretty unique because we come in actually Tuesday morning. We'll actually come in late Monday night, but we're going to count Tuesday morning. And what we do is we start preparing the production of your rodeo Tuesday morning. We start working with our opening ceremonies. We work with the committee. They work with me. We go over sponsor lists. And this is a lot of people are really surprised to understand that when rodeo comes to town, it's not just that 7:30 start and everybody just knows exactly what's going on. It's weeks and weeks of preparation. And what I've really enjoyed about Durant is that the last few years that I've been there, we have really worked towards the production and the entertainment value of that rodeo. And not only that, it's also the work of the sponsors and all the volunteers that have put that thing together, because we know that we have people there for about 2 hours. And so what we want is for 2 hours, we want your excitement for 2 hours. We want you to be comfortable. We want you to, relax. Whatever it is that you need, that's what we want to do while you're there. And so to just throw it all together in just a couple hours or 15 minutes before is unheard of. So
well, yeah, and it is put together very well. We are going to be live streaming, by the way, our BCP summer kickoff. We're going to be live streaming multiple times from the rodeo. Good. So hopefully, now I won't distract you. I'll try to make sure that. Me anytime. Okay, right. we may do that. We may get a live stream from up there in the booth if we.
There you go.
Perfect. We'll see how that works out. But I look forward. I hope to get to see you during the week too, and the Clydesdales are coming back too.
Yes, that's
a really cool thing.
They are. They were great folks last year. We had a little issue with some weather that they weren't able to bring their carriage in, but when we went to Steubenville Chevrolet, they were just amazing. And it's amazing to see God's creature that large right there. When you're a tall guy like me and you look up to anything, it scares you half to death. And those horses were amazing. But Clydesdales are coming back. United Pro Rodeo Company is coming back, but this time he's bringing the A team. And not that he didn't bring it before, but now we're watching the NFR quality stock that has been to Arlington, it's been to the Thomas and Mack Center. We're also bringing Robbie Hodges, who is a Wrangler NFR barrelman, Wayne Ratley, Cody Patton, and myself. We'll have a replay screen, and we're going to crank it up one more notch. That's the cool. One thing that if you saw the Durant Pro Rodeo before, get ready to see the Durant PRCA Rodeo, which is going to be, just amazing. So.
All right. Well, that is cool. By the I will tell you too, by the way, and this is I'm a real sports minded guy. Oh, hang on. I broadcast sports. That's our drinking game here on BCP Live.
Yeah, I kind of got mine as well, but
yeah,
I don't have a cool cup.
That's all right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's so every time I say I broadcast sports, so you're supposed to take a drink of water.
Yeah. Notice mine's clear, folks. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I haven't ever been called out on it before. I just have to
Well,
trust me.
it is what it is.
Yeah, but it is. And Dottie likes the mug. Hey, Michelle, good to see you. Yes, it is exciting news. It's really exciting news. I was going to tell you that this is the difference between you and me. I think in some of that too. I hear Thomas and Macarena, and I know it's Las Vegas. You were talking about Las Vegas, but see, I grew up watching the college basketball, so I'm thinking running Rebels.
Yes.
I can see some of those guys, some of those teams of the early '90s that were just amazingly impressive. Larry Johnson, some of those guys. But anyway, that is so. We're on the road. We're on the road to Las Vegas. Then
we are. We are
that
officially on the road to Las Vegas.
That is so
That's
cool.
right.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Wes, it is a privilege, sir, to get to have you on here tonight. Very, very thankful to get to do that. I didn't know. It's about time, Jeff, you showed up, because I was going to give a shout out to Susan, and I sure was hoping that somebody with the last name Edlin might be watching tonight. So I want to make sure that we do that. And a shout out to you too, Jeff. Good to see you tonight. Wes, come back on again with us, but we'll get to see you during rodeo week, and it's not that far away. That's just a couple of weekends away.
Yes, it's just a couple of weekends away. The rodeo queens are already starting to get out around town. They're going to be in Sherman at the Boot Barn in Sherman Memorial Day weekend, selling some advanced rodeo tickets. Remember, you save a couple bucks if you get your tickets in advance at Botita Tag Office, at the Durant Chamber, and also at Copper Kettle. And it's now's the time to get them, because if you were there last year, it was pretty packed, and I can only imagine it's going to be like this year. Mm-hmm. So get those advanced tickets, and
I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to pull some strings, see what I can do. If I only knew anybody that worked with the rodeo, maybe I could.
Hey, if I knew somebody that had free tickets, I would love it. So, no. Hey, I'm going to do my best. I tell you what we can do. What we can do is we'll talk to Brandy, who does our social media at the Durant PRCA Rodeo, and let's see if she doesn't have a contest going up. Follow her on social media. Oh, and don't forget, if you got kids that are 12 and under, they get in free as long as you have an adult ticket. So, we've been to a lot of rodeos that it's 5 and under, or kids are discount. Durant said nope, kids 12 and under are coming in free with an adult ticket.
I think that is so cool. I really do. The unfortunate thing now is the older we get, my kids keep growing up. So now my twins that I used to do all that with, they're both 14. And I got to tell you, West, and I know you have a couple of boys too. Yeah. My boy, I'm almost looking at him eye to eye. It's a little bit disconcerting.
I know the feeling. Because we have twins, as you know too, we have twins too, and they still, every buffet we go to, we try to tell them that they're 7 and under, and it don't work. So,
I completely understand. Well, hey, listen, and with them, you may just want to make as many buffets as you possibly can.
Absolutely.
So, Wes Huggins, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We do look forward to seeing you in a couple of weekends, and we'll see what we can do to get you as part of a live stream as well during the BCP summer kickoff. Thank you very much. And thank you for all that you do.
Well, thank you guys. We appreciate y'all's support, and we really appreciate Durant, Oklahoma, for allowing the PRCA Rodeo to come to town, and looking forward to a great weekend again with our great friends.
Hey, before I let you go, we have in the comment section, I want to say, first off, support the Queen candidates. So as much as you can, and obviously you wanted to support these local businesses you talked about, support the Queen candidates because they're out there working hard. And Brandy has commented, she said, stay tuned, giveaways are coming.
There you go.
There we go. We'll keep promoting that, Brandy. We'll do the best we can. All right, Wes, thank you very much. God bless you, man. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That is Wes Huggins, and man, it's been a show tonight. We have had some great gifts. Brandy, we will do that. We will. You let me know, and we'll just keep on promoting, and we'll talk about those giveaways that are coming. I wrap it up like this. Jeff, thank you, and Susan for watching tonight. Really appreciate that. Susan, I was going to give you a shout out one way or the other, but I'm really glad that you got to see West on here, and I hopefully I'll get to see you tomorrow. So we'll get a chance to connect. Back from Florida. I would say tanned, rested, and ready. I'd probably look about the same. I don't know if it looks any more tanned. The kids got burned. I don't know. And I don't know what it is. But anyway, rested No, I drove a lot, so I'm not rested, but I am ready. I am ready, so we're excited. Yes, Dottie, thank you very much. Well, great guest. So give me a chance to wrap this up. Then, thank you to West Huggins, who is the PRCA, who is a PRC announcer. I think he's the PRCA announcer. I think he does a fantastic job. Thanks to Will Farr, who is a state champion, part of the Silo Rebels state championship baseball team. Congratulations to Coach Bowen and all of the Rebels for a fantastic season. And man, boy, it's great to come home with the gold ball. And also, I want to say thanks to Lesa Curry, who is going to be overseeing or a big part of the Magnolia Fest 5K run. She's going to be a part of the vaccinations too. You get a chance to be vaccinated. This is going to be some kind of Magnolia Festival. You don't want to miss out on this. This is going to be a big deal for all of Bryan County and beyond. So we definitely want to say thanks. The guests, fantastic tonight. I really appreciate them coming on the show. We will be back again on Tuesday of next week with more guests, and we're going to be continuing to talk about Magnolia Fest. We're going to continue to talk about the rodeo. These are big things in our county, big things in our community. We want to promote them big time. So that is on the docket that's coming up, and of course the BCP summer kickoff. We have lots of fun. We are going to have lots of fun. I encourage you to watch. Let me wrap things up with this. Thank you again to everyone for watching. Look, 3 things I'd ask you to remember tonight. 1 is be wise. Be wise. And if you don't feel like you have wisdom, and I had somebody tell me this this weekend. I was broadcasting sports. Probably needed that water anyway. Was broadcasting softball in Arkansas. And I had somebody say that, hey, listen, you're getting a little bit older, Joey, which, duh. But they said, with age comes wisdom. No, that's not necessarily true. You can be old and not very smart. With age comes, oldness. I don't know. Don't write that one down or attribute that to me. Anyway, wisdom comes from God. And if you don't feel like that you have the wisdom that you need, ask God. He said he'd give it to you generously. Be wise. Number 2, walk in love. Doesn't hurt anything to walk in love. All right. You never know. You never know the impact you can have on somebody just by smiling, just by being friendly. And so what if somebody cuts you off in traffic? Let it go. Forgive. Walk in love. And number 3, do not, I double dog dare you, do not walk in fear. No matter how much fear the national media tries to throw your direction, do not walk in fear. I dare you. You're going to wind up enjoying life so much more when you do not walk in fear. Those are my 3 things to wrap up the show with tonight. Thanks again to everybody for watching. If you're watching the replay, hey, thanks for tuning this on and sticking around this long to the very end. Penny, God bless you. Thank you very much for the comments. For everybody tonight, we will see you again on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock next week, and then the big BCP summer kickoff. Stay tuned for all that. God bless you guys. Have a great night.